Hey guys, welcome back to a new reaction on this channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Enhypen. Today with their song One in a Billion. I'm really excited. It's been not that long ago, let's be honest. It's been just 2 to 3 weeks since my last Enhypen reaction. It was the song Karma. That was end of May somewhere, I guess. Um, it was a good song. In my opinion, maybe not completely as good as Shout Out or Attention Please, the very first, or the first two songs I ever reacted to Enhypen. Um, we started these Enhypen reactions with their more rockish type of songs. I guess also because you guys know I listen to more heavier types of stuff. I listen to metal and stuff like that, and you wanted to give me a little bit more the rock side of Enhypen. I totally understand that. Attention Please was an extremely amazing song. Shout Out was, in my opinion, not as good as Attention Please, but I really enjoyed it. It's still a heavier one, if I can say it, or a more rockish one. Karma was also not there, a really soft one, but it was definitely different. And now I'm super excited how One in a Billion is, because you also told me that Enhypen is not usually that rockish. They also have more typical K-pop songs, if I can say that. I'm sorry. Um, this song is, by the way, also the soundtrack or a soundtrack song of Dark Moon, the Blood Altar. I never heard of that. I did a little bit of research because I know that the music video is also referencing a lot of stuff. Um, I guess it's a vampire novel and also an anime. I guess you can watch it on somewhere. I just saw that there's also an anime about that, and there are also anime scenes here in this music video. I also saw that, but that is all I freaking know. I never heard of Dark Moon, the Blood Altar before. I have absolutely no idea what's about. I just read vampires and novel, and that's it. All right, guys. So if you have information about that, write everything down in the comments. You know how it works. So we start. Enhypen, One in a Billion. Let's freaking go.
널 기다렸어 저래저래 전생에서부터 늘 내놓았어 기억 못해 기억에서부터 지독한 세월 패스트 시간들이 길고 너의 arriving yeah 느껴져 너와 날 묶어버린 fate 운명이 널 택해 이끌려 달콤하게 퍼져가는 pain One in a billion No 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 날 끌어당겨 You're everything 내 혈관 위로 돌고 있어 뜨거운 pain 심장이 날 가리켰어 단 한 번에 알아봤어 It's destiny Yeah One in a billion 돌아서서 멀리 도망쳐도 허물어지던 네 앞에서 다시 무릎 꿇어 내 손을 잡아줘 비극을 끝내줘 날 놓지마 anymore anymore yeah 다쳐도 거역할 수가 없는 fate 영원의 굴레 갇혀도 몇 번이고 너를 찾을게 One in a billion No 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 날 끌어당겨 You're everything 내 혈관 위로 돌고 있어 뜨거운 pain 심장이 날 가리켰어 단 한 번에 알아봤어 It's destiny Yeah one in a billion
Alright, guys. Sorry to pause here after because of copyright strikes. You guys know this is Enhypen with One in a Billion. A song for the Dark Moon Blood Altar anime, I guess. To the song itself, I'm honest with you, it's, in my opinion, my least favorite Enhypen song because, of course, it's not as rockish as the other songs. But you already told me that. I know. But it's a little bit too. I don't want to say standard K-pop, whatever. It's just too soft for me, of course. And I also think that even the chorus and even the pre-chorus and the other stuff is not as catchy as other K-pop tracks in my opinion. When I compare this to Stray Kids tracks, when I compare this to One Us tracks, two K-pop groups I really like, where I say, hey, their songs are freaking insane. I think it's not as catchy as them. So you can also give me a typical, I don't want to say a typical, but you can also give me a typical K-pop song, and if it's catchy enough, I will listen to that. For example, Boca by Dreamcatcher, or also another one I just forgot. But Boca by Dreamcatcher is a very good example, because that is usually a really typical pop K-pop track, but I still freaking love it because it's so catchy, because the chorus freaking hits hard. That is insane. And I miss that in this song a little bit. Of course, the anime sequences looks freaking insane. I really love that. When I first saw the characters also in their school uniforms, I guess, are these? I don't know. They reminded me a little bit of Harry Potter, right? First thought this is a Harry Potter spin-off anime. I don't know. But it looks a little bit like that. Come on. I'm not the only one, alright? But that is freaking cool. I really enjoy that. But the song itself, like I said, my least favorite by Enhypen right now. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for all the fans of that song. But it's my personal opinion, and that's totally fine, I hope. So we go a little bit back, maybe a little bit more. Let's go back to the song.
No, 간절히 원해 your everything. 널 만나기 전 처음부터 영원까지 빠질 것 같은 너야. 너를 마주봤던 운명. Now all becomes clear. One in a billion.
Alright, that was Enhypen with their song One in a Billion for the soundtrack of Dark Moon, the Blood Altar. I freaking loved, and I already thought that I didn't want to say that because I wasn't really sure that every single character is like one of the members, like they showed here. It's really cool. I already thought that because they reminded me of the members, and I was like, oh yeah, it could be. But I didn't want to tell it too early because I thought I'm totally on the wrong train or anything. But I was right. Hey, at least one thing. So like I said before, in my opinion, the song itself, it's not my type of jam. I'm so sorry for that. I'm sorry for the fans of that song, but I freaking love the anime sequence. I really loved it in general. I love to react also to soundtracks of animes and stuff like that, because I know there are extremely amazing songs, there are extremely amazing openings, endings, whatever. Freaking awesome. So if you have more of that, write everything down, or more Enhypen, I don't freaking care. Give me all of them. I really need that. But yeah, that was Enhypen with One in a Billion. Thanks for this request. It was a request from you. If you haven't seen my other Enhypen reactions, I will give you my Enhypen reaction playlist right now in the outro. Just click on the playlist on the screen and you can watch them if you want to. If you want to talk about Enhypen with me in our community, join our community Discord. Links down in the description. You can join anytime. We can talk about anything you want. It would be cool to see you there. And then I'll see you guys again in another reaction. Would be awesome. And I say, bye!